Before we get into the video, I would just like to say if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you never miss a new video. Last time I talked about this new video game, I didn't talk about my channel because I expected the video to become a flop. But when the video was successful, I missed out on a big opportunity to grow my channel. So this time around, I'm not going to make that mistake. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe. A bit more about my channel. I post a lot of rail fanning and I have my own Trainz series. So if you really like rail fanning or you like Trainz stuff, this is the channel for you. Now let's get into the video. So the first time we ever heard about this new Trainz mobile game was about 2 years ago. This guy commented on the Trainz Driver 2 trailer on YouTube. When will you guys ever release a new Trainz mobile game? And the N3V Games YouTube channel replied, we just started work on a new game, with a little smiley face. So that was about 2 years ago, and we did not hear any more information about the new game until about 3 months ago, which is around the same time I did my video on the game. So everybody who was a part of the Trainz email newsletter got a message saying that the new game was completed and they were in the bug fixing stage. So that was about 3 months ago that they said that the game was finished and they were just improving errors and bugs and stuff. Of course, we can't expect it to come out fast because everybody knows about the COVID-19 global pandemic that's been going on recently. But I don't think that will affect the release date of Trainz Mobile because it's a video game. A lot of other companies that do a lot of in-person work have been struggling to stay open and get the job done. But I feel like video game companies are kind of getting the easy way out because it's a lot easier to work on a video game at home than it is to work on a construction site or something. So I don't have any worries that the game will be postponed or anything. Now let's talk about things that I would like to see in the game. So one thing we do know that's going to happen is improved graphics. A lot of people commented on my first video talking about that it's basically nothing but Trainz 2019 for mobile, which is outstanding graphics and blows Trainz Driver 2 out of the water when it comes to graphics. This is something I was worried about in my first video about this new game because I was hoping that they wouldn't just run the ball with it, completely hyping up the game, and then when it releases, it's not really that good and the graphics are just about the same as Trainz Driver 2. But that box has been checked off. The graphics are good. Another thing I like to see in this game is the download station. This would be the first real time the download station has ever shown up on a Trainz mobile game. It showed up on Trainz THD, but that was kind of fake because it wasn't really the download station. You could just download routes. Like there wasn't really any real locomotives you could get, and you couldn't add like Thomas and Friends content. So I'd really like to see the download station at release or added in a future update. Now as for screenshots, a lot of people have commented that there's been screenshots released, but I haven't been able to find any. I got another email from Trainz yesterday with some screenshots. I was going to put them up in the video, but there was no description on what the screenshots were about or what game they were from. So I didn't want to make a joke out of myself by putting the screenshots up there saying that they were Trainz Mobile when they were actually Trainz New Era or Trainz 2019. So I didn't want to put those screenshots up there on the screen because I wasn't sure if they were actually the real deal or not. So until I get confirmation that there are real screenshots out there, I won't be able to show them. Another thing that I've been thinking about with this game is I don't think they should really waste their time with the multiplayer feature. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with that, but personally, I've been playing Trainz for a long time, and I've never been a fan of the multiplayer system. I've played so many different Trainz games, and I'm going to talk about Trainz Driver 2 for a moment. I never really liked the multiplayer system because it was really difficult to use, and it was always pretty empty, so I didn't really like it. And when I play Trainz, when I'm just playing for fun, I like playing by myself. And then whenever I'm making an episode of my series Road to Roseburg, I'm playing by myself. I don't think train simulator games depend on multiplayer like racing games like NASCAR or Mario Kart or something like that does, because you can have hours of fun just switching boxcars in a rail yard by yourself. I don't think trains need multiplayer like some racing car games do, because race car games, the multiplayer is really the bread and butter of the entire game. But with Trainz, I don't think they really need to waste their time with the multiplayer. I'm sure there's some people out there who really enjoy it, and that's all right, but I just don't think the multiplayer is something they should spend a lot of time on. I think graphics and download station is something they should spend time on. No release date has been released for the game. I'm thinking it's going to come out sometime in June or July. I don't think it's going to get postponed and pushed back all the way to like December around Christmas time and stuff. And that's really all of the information. No screenshots that I know of have been released. If any more information comes out, I will make another video about this.